It's popcorn and beers time. Fry will be here in a minute. Right now, we got some caught stealing. We got the roses. We got the Dead Poet Society. A little bit more. Come on, left. Oh, we're here. It's quite clear. That rhymed. Rhyming is illegal on this channel, but we'll make a pass for it. My name is Josh. That is Jordan. Fry will be here someday. He's busy. Isn't it funny how Fry's never here when he picks the drunk classic? Welcome to Popcorn and Beers, where some use tomatoes, others use thumbs. We use the stuff that gets you drunk. Not really today. It's just cold, still water today. Not even bubbled.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers
to that.
Yeah.
I got my Beetlejuice.
So our butter on top was supposedly caught stealing. We'll see if Fry watched that, if he ever shows up. But I watched the butter on top, one that I talked about, called The Roses.
Ooh. Tell me about
Have you seen the trailer for that?
Of course. There was a media campaign, a blitz of advertisement for this movie that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that you don't see a lot in theaters anymore, I think, because it's just about there's no superheroes, there's no karate.
Yeah.
But I was saying that to my brother, I think Toxic Avenger is out now, or maybe it's not, but we were like, oh, we should go see that. But then I'm like, well, it'd be nice to go see a movie that's just adults being adults. You never get to see that these days. Seems like there's no guns in it. Oh, wait, there's a gun. Actually, there's a whole gun scene. But anyway, this has Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman, both of them well-established, incredible British actors. And a cast of other characters, and all the side characters are quite funny. They have their bits and pieces. This is, I think, a light remake of War of the Roses, which was an '89 film. Drink link with our drunk classic, which is based on a book. But the whole concept of the movie is it's about a marriage that slowly falls apart, and the comedy that ensues within. It is very much like Four Seasons. Remember the show? You watched that, right?
Yeah.
So it has vibes like that. It's it's authentic. It's real, but this goes overboard, and I mean it crosses the line of how ridiculous some things get. Not in a bad way. I really like this movie. It was nice. I don't know. Cumberbatch, for some reason, has this dye job on his hair, and it was odd. It was an odd choice, but he looks good. He always looks good. And yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, not a huge spoiler, but the marriage is really great. And then it did one of those things where it's like everything starts off bad, and then it's like, ooh, let's backtrack. You know what I mean? But it starts off great. The marriage shifts. There's a big thing that happens, an event, and that causes everything to slowly deteriorate. And it does so really organically, even though a lot of things that happen are crazy, like an entire museum collapses. Oh, okay, literally an act of God happens. That out of context doesn't really make any sense. But Andy Samberg's in it. Kate McKinnon's in it. They're a married couple in this. They're a very good side character piece.
Okay.
They are understated. Well, Kate McKinnon's Kate McKinnon. She's kind of always the same sort of character, but it's always good. I don't know. There's a whole thing about guns. They go to a gun range, and everyone there is like, no, I don't really like guns, but you got to have a gun. So they're all just shooting guns. Anyway, there's not a lot I can really say other than it was worth watching. And I laughed more than I thought I would. And not really a spoiler. There's a scene. There's the big scene where things kind of blow up. They're at the dinner table with friends, okay? And they're already going through a tumultuous time. And they're back and forth saying like little snide remarks at each other. And their friends are like, what are they doing? Oh, I just love how you guys do this. You guys talk trash to each other. That's so English. And then one couple's like, let's try it. And then one couple's one of the guy says something mean to her. And it's like, haha, that's okay. And then the girl says something really mean. And he's like, oh, that was just kind of hurtful. And then she instantly says back to him, she says, why don't you cry about it like you did when our dog died, you little bitch?
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh my gosh, I
jeez.
almost blacked out just now. I almost passed out from that. It just had me going for a while. It was really funny how quick it was, and there's a lot of little quick lines. And yeah, so that's it. I give it a popcorn 1. Yeah, it's worth watching, and it's got a pretty great ending. Like, not exactly what you expect, but it's great. Yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
hell yeah, brother. What about the drunk classic that you were not here for?
Yeah, Saving Silverman, man. This, like I said, on the 2 episodes ago at the end there when I introduced it, this is one of my most quoted movies with me and my buddies and some of my cousins and stuff. Like
Yeah,
every single sequence of this movie has like a banger of just like something you can drop in conversation randomly. Like, the nacho thing that Fry mentioned is
yeah,
if we get all the nachos stuck together, it's one nacho. Or
yeah,
the him breaking into the lady's house on the radio doing the. Anytime you have walkie talkies, you've from that point on, after you see that, you want to do the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Or I think I see something in the back of the closet. He's in the refrigerator eating food. Yeah. just endlessly hilarious. Arlie Ermy effing kills it as the
Mm-hmm.
coach. What? They're making you wear dresses in there. Just come
Yeah,
on.
you
Come
got
on, man.
it.
Yeah. Um Fry said that, yes, this is Jack Black at his Jack Blackiest,
Yeah,
but I think this came out in 2001,
yeah.
and
20.
looking at his filmography, like this is kind of like his first I don't know if I want to say major comedic role.
It was
Like
up
this
there.
is a pretty big cast. So yeah, like this probably was a lot of people's introduction to like what Jack Blackiness
Yeah,
is, what that
I'm pretty
means.
pretty sure Orange County came out first. Maybe I'm wrong, but not everyone saw Orange County.
I think you're wrong, sir.
Well, fine.
I'm just looking at his filmography right now, so that's why.
Yeah,
But
not a lot of Steve Zahn leads. I mean, he was
I
kind of the lead, right?
I know, and like that's what I was gonna say next is that like this introduced me. I don't know what he was in before this to Steve Zahn, and
Mm-hmm.
really I thought like I love Steve Zahn, and
Yeah,
for the rest of my life I was kind of puzzled like why isn't he in more kind of these comedic
yeah,
roles and stuff. Like I love him. He's so funny. His
yeah,
facial expressions and his timing and everything in this movie is like rivals that of matches Jack Black. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, he's got seemingly like bad luck with bad movie choices because everything he's in, I like him in it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even Sahara is like tolerable because he's in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, Jason Bigg, take him or leave him,
he's
the
there.
the beta boy of the generation, the soy boy, if you will, of the generation that just, got all the parts because he's a little wimpy, pasty guy.
Yeah,
And the two ladies kill it, especially Judith, man. That was an
yeah.
evil woman. Like
Yeah.
you could not stand Judith throughout that
Amanda
entire movie.
Pete, right?
Yeah, yeah,
She's good at being evil.
she was. It was good. But yeah, no, I just have so much love for this movie. I could watch it. I know it almost word for word, and
Well,
but I could still watch this movie like every single day, and I don't think I'd ever get tired of it.
wow, I didn't think it was
Honestly,
that good, but I understand.
it's not a good movie by any means, but it's just so funny. It's
Yeah,
so light. It never quits. It never quits. Like
that's true.
everything is a joke just
Yeah,
handed to you, you know. So just pure fondness and hilarity. This stupid early 2000s, late 90s comedy era. Like, this is a popcorn and I guess it's a 1. I'm gonna be fair.
Yes. Don't be
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a popcorn and 1, which is I guess being generous as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. So we're gonna move on to things that we watched, and we'll talk about our drunk classic Dead Poets Society in a bit. Um, how about you first?
You? I watched Jim Jefferies stand-up special that is aptly named Two Limb Policy. Two limb
Limb.
policy. Which stems from not even like one of his best sequences of this thing. It's basically the big running joke throughout it is that you have to have um in order to meet him, like backstage, he likes to meet with handicapped people. He had his show, the whatever Jim Jeffries show or whatever. I forget what it was called. Don't talk to me or something. Right? He had a TV show for a while,
Yeah.
and on that TV show, he cast a lot of handicapped people, which he got a lot of flack for at the time, right? And this whole thing is that like, oh no, I love handicapped people. Like, believe me, if you have a handicap, come backstage. But I have a 2-limb policy, right? You have to be missing at least 2 limbs in order to get to meet me, right? And that counts as like you have one wonky eye and you're missing an arm, like something like that, right? And that's the kind of running joke through it. All right. I don't want to spoil, like, there is a big callback to like one of his specials that really made him famous, um, to all of that. So it was funny. I laughed pretty hard at some of it, but again, it's just getting a little kind of dad jokey.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't drink. I don't think he's drank for a long while, and like, well, hey, congrats to you, buddy. Like, I'm proud of that, but you know, that's all good and everything. But sometimes if that's your style, like if that's where you made your bones, that like being a drunk asshole kind of, um, I don't know, that transition into clean, sober guy, married man, older guy. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't age well. And I don't think that's happening for him gracefully. It's very noticeable.
I can see that. Okay. Well, I
So
mean, it's not about I mean, sometimes it's just situational, and sometimes people can evolve past it. You know what I mean? Like Dave Chappelle's comedy is so far beyond where it used to be.
yeah.
Not that it's better or worse. It's just like if you look at him now, look at him versus when he did his first big special. He's very much evolved, and I mean, he's just one comedian I can point out, but like you don't have to become dad jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
And you don't have to stay where you were. You just have to stay good.
yeah. I mean, yeah, Dave Chappelle went from doing, jokes about babies selling crack on the corner of Washington, D.C. and yeah. So, and to
Yeah.
now he just like monologues, freestyle
Yeah.
monologues off the top until something funny happens when you're like
Yeah.
waiting on it. But anyways, Jim Jefferies, this special, it's watchable. It was funny.
Okay.
If you're a fan of Jim Jefferies, like, you're not gonna hate this, but it's the jokes don't hit how they used to a little bit. So there's a
Yeah.
popcorn in one special.
Popcorn and one. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I got peer pressured by relatives and friends to get back into anime more because I haven't really watched a lot of anime shows compared to when I was, 13. Because, sometimes anime just is grating. Like, there's a lot of weird sexualization. There's a lot of strange tropes. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of them are made for kids. They're formulaic. There's a lot of issues with anime in general that sometimes bothers me.
Mm.
But I watched one. It's on Netflix. It's one of the most popular out right now. It's called Dan Da Dan.
Mm-hmm.
The opening song and opening intro sequence is a popcorn and 3. It's just a
Mm.
fun song. It's
Mm.
cool.
Mm.
I watched season 1. Season 2 is ongoing. I think they haven't finished it yet. It's quick watch. It is weird as hell. They do a lot to play with tropes, like nerdy kid who gets beat up and picked on, and then he gets powers, and he befriends the really pretty girl. So all that happens, but not really the way you think it's gonna go. Like this, it's straight. He gets powers, but not really. Um, there's aliens, but there's also ghosts, and there's also another thing called kappas. They're not the same. And then it's funny in a weird way. I mean, every time
Hmm.
you think you know where the show was going, it says no, never mind.
Mhm.
It's like I really appreciate it in that way because if you ask me to describe the show, this is the best I can do. I don't know what this show is about. I don't know who the bad guy is. I don't know if the good guys are good guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. I watched the whole season and I don't know what's happening.
It
It's
reminds me of that clip from the Agatha, is it Agatha or the Scarlet Witch show where she's like,
yeah.
it was funny, then spooky, then funny again, or then scary again. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it's really weird, but it's entertaining. If you're new to anime, I don't know if this is the one for you. There's a lot of wiener jokes. It's weird. I mean, it's a weird show, man.
Mm.
But if you like anime, you like. I mean, it's fun animation. Like they changed. I like how they changed the
But
style.
not
So
really.
it's cool animation because there's like cool fight scenes, and then it goes to simplistic stuff, and then it changes styles depending on what's the necessity of the moment, and that's kind of fun. It keeps you on your toes. It's a very on your toes show. I don't think I can stop watching this. That's where I'm at.
But
It's
not
a
really.
popcorn one though.
No.
Dan to Dan, Netflix.
Nice, man. So
Thursday.
I watched, and I'm sure that Fry watched this as well, but I don't know. I watched the Thursday Murder Club.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, on
Mhm.
Netflix. Yeah. A vehicle to get, some old people in some movies, a
Yeah.
la Red, Red, that old
Yeah.
Red movie. What was another one? There's a bunch of these, right? This
Well,
is kind of
there's that
like
astronaut movie with Clint Eastwood. What is it, Space Cowboys, right? And
I
we still got it.
yeah,
But yeah,
exactly. The
Red's your
whole
best
"we still
example.
got it" type of thing, right?
Expendables.
Expendables, thank you, right? These vehicles that are used to just get old
Yeah.
beloved actors, might I add,
Right.
into movies, okay? And this movie is bang, you're right into it. Right off the opening sequence, you are like,
Oh,
you're in
oh,
an you are like in a like this noir, and they're explaining this backstory of this thing, and they are right into the Thursday Murder Club. So it's a bunch of old people living, it's British, the whole movie, and they're living
British.
in a retirement home. And on Thursdays, they have a murder club. There you go. It's
Okay.
in the title, right? They have a little where they do true crime investigations, but
Okay.
like legitimately. Um, it's basically the British only murders in the building.
Sure.
Um, but it was good. I liked it. I liked the pacing of it. Um, I like that these old actor groupings, like these old people are like finding their lane to like still be in some movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, do I always watch them? No, but I appreciate it on some level. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. And they, of course, they're typecast. They're old people, usually in some kind of home or like some kind of single location. They're not moving old people around the world to,
Yeah. We got to
go.
get to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but their outfits have certainly been typecast. Ben Kingsley is always just in that tweed suit,
Tweed, dude. He loves
tweed
that tweed, baby.
brown suit. He looks like he has looked in like the last 3 roles he's played in. Um, Pierce Brosnan in like a jean jacket for most of the movie, right? And Helen Mirren is always in some kind of
Oh,
blazer, right? Yeah, she's always again, but you're like every outfit they're in, they're like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen her wear that exact thing in the movie. Like they just bring
yeah.
their own wardrobe to sets, But this is the thing that I hate about these old people vehicles. Okay, my criticism: why in 2025 is Helen Mirren still turning to her old friend and asking what WTF means? Come on. She's
Yeah.
texting. She's texting. She's very capable of texting. You mean to
Hey,
tell
Fry.
me, hey man, you mean to tell me that Helen Mirren in 2025 does not know what the acronym WTF means? Come on.
Oh shit, you're talking about Thursday Murderers Club.
Thursday Murderers
Yep.
Club. That's right. And you watched it, right?
Yes.
I knew it. See,
And on that note, is that a joke still?
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
can we stop doing that joke?
It's low hanging fruit. Like, I don't know. I think it was just they needed something and it worked in that sequence. Like,
what's up a dunk?
yeah, exactly.
Does your
the only
mom
thing
know
they
what
were
WTF means, Josh?
Yes.
Oh. Well, your mom is really cool, and I really love her until Gina and I said
He is
hello.
really cool.
The only thing missing was like a mystical song coming on, and they like start dancing to it, like, "Ooh, shake it fast, or
No,
watch
they
yourself."
did.
You know?
It did. Who was it? It was at the very end. What? Cat Williams? Not
Cat Williams. And
He's getting
Britain.
out.
No,
He
it
does.
was it was hold on, I have it saved. It was I got you. Hold on, Jordan. My internet. I literally just ran in fans and everybody. Obviously, I just came from a football game. I fucked up. I apologize. Cat Stevens at the very end. Wild World. Yeah. Wild World plays, and they dance at like all the old people dance the Wild World at the end.
It's not exactly mystical, but okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. What does WTF mean? But like, it has good twists along the way. Like, I think they tried pretty good. Like, they put a good amount of effort into the writing and all of that. I enjoyed it. I thought this was a good late night, just screw it, throw it on. This is the newest kind of #1 movie out, and I wasn't mad at it. I get it. It was fun. So I give Thursday Murder Club, gosh, it's almost a popcorn in 2 for me. It's a popcorn in 1 though, for sure.
Okay.
It's a popcorn in 1. Like, I don't
Definitely
see too much.
Yeah,
I don't really have too many criticisms of this other than some of the ham-fisted kind of old people jokes, but it's not that bad. So,
all right. Oh, what's the Super Bowl old lady show?
Oh, 80 for Brady, baby.
80 for Brady. Yeah.
All right, Fry, you watched it too. What do you think about it?
No, I'll be quick because I want to catch up to you guys because I know we're on a time crunch here. I'm so sorry to the audience. We won today, 3-1. You'll hear about it on the Sad Fan podcast on Monday. But so Thursday Murder Club, I'm just going to read this review really quickly. Not really much substance here. Just a nice to see a bunch of great actors get together and have a good time in a cute movie. Nothing to write home about, but if you're in a mood and you want a nice palate cleanser, this is something easy for you to watch and something that you will enjoy.
Okay. It's a Sunday afternooner.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so soft. It's so sweet. You just feel good when you watch it, even though it's about murder. I know that sounds funny, but you're just like, oh, this is cute.
Oh.
Yeah. It's NFL season's coming up. If you're in between that 1 o'clock game window and Sunday night football, throw this on. You know, you won't be mad.
There. What do you give it? Popcorn 1?
Popcorn 1. I totally agree with Jordan. Thank you, Josh, for catching me on that. Okay. I apologize. I'm revving high. But yeah, let's get into our drunk classic. Let's talk about Dead Poets Society. I was happy to have you guys take a look at this. It's a movie I watched when I was super young, and I was reminded when I was watching it why I watched it so young, because it's kind of like an inspiring go get it. Like if you want something, chase it. So I didn't really remember that's why I watched it. I just remember I really liked it. And then of course, American Dad, Dangerous Minds, all make fun of the "Oh Captain, My Captain" speech at the very end. So I remembered that, and I was like, okay, Josh, I gave him a choice, and Josh chose not to do the brown face movie. He chose to do Dead Poet Society. So Josh, was your choice worth it?
Yeah, this is a great film. This is borderline timeless. But I was thinking, I think it could be remade. I don't want to have it remade because of Robin, R.I.P. But it would be okay if they remade it. There's a few storytelling points that they could polish, but there's nothing wrong with this movie. This is a timeless classic, and it's resonated with my family. My mom told us carpe diem ever since I could read. Like my whole life, carpe diem has like been our thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the movie for the first time when I was about 12 and going through a really difficult time, so it like really resonates with me. And it's a beautiful film. There's some weird things about it, like why do we need to blame someone for a suicide?
Yeah.
But okay, it's the 80s, so I get it. Um there's a lot of aspects of it that are like, oh, okay, but I mean, it's very well done. And oh boy, what is up with these schools? What? Ooh, what kind of parent? What kind of parent would send their child to a school like this? I don't care how good your grades are going to be, and if you're going to be a doctor someday, you are a bad person if you send your child to a Hogwarts type of school.
Josh.
Period.
The type of person that sends their kid to a school like this is the type of person that pulls their kid out of their dorm room and goes, "Don't you ever dispute me in public again."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, man, I'm sorry. There's aspects of this that seem fun, like you get to hang out with kids and stuff. Like, I don't know, boarding school thing. I am very, very opposed to this whole lifestyle, and I don't like it, and I don't think it should exist. I don't care if it gives you discipline. Fuck you.
Yeah. So you were like the
That's
young
not even
man
about
that
the
gets
movie.
spanked,
That was just
right?
me getting political.
No, you're good. But you're like the young man that gets spanked, like physically hit by the principal.
He's paddled.
Because
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that
because
too.
he
Like,
called and said,
no.
Sorry, sir, it's God. And he says there should be girls here. And he gets his ass beat for that.
Yeah, that's what my notes. Paddling? Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I know that I'm basically 40, and I'm not a 16-year-old kid, but I really had this feeling like, why don't you just beat the hell out of this old man?
Yeah, exactly.
Slap him. Anyway, yeah, overall, it's a wonderful movie. It's got a great message. I think it very much feels like the book had more. You know what I mean? We've talked about that before. Like, this is definitely, or it feels like based on a book. I don't know if it is. And it feels like there's parts that could have expanded on, but there's not enough time. If they made this movie today, it'd probably be a 3-hour movie, and that's not great. Yeah, so I give it a popcorn too. Yeah.
You got the sad fate and Gorp mixed up, Josh. We talked about it on Gorp. Like when books, like if they were to deliver a book as a movie and every single line of dialogue, it would last 15 hours.
Yeah.
Jordan, what had you seen this, Jordan?
I had not. It was my first time seeing it. It was actually on my list of like stuff that I was going to watch pretty soon. So yeah, cool. This movie, a bunch of punchable faces, and their characters that they play are very punchable as well.
One gets punched repeatedly by the football team.
Yeah. There's some punching involved. This movie is like, I feel like 75% of the hijinks and just like things taking place throughout majority of this movie don't really go anywhere. They don't really have like a rhyme or reason other than just like you're just experiencing things along with like these kids.
It's definitely just formative years thing. Yeah.
But Robin Williams, man, incredible performance. I don't like seeing Robin Williams sad in movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. It didn't feel good to see him.
But as a student, can you put yourself in the shoes of those students and be like, yeah, I'd absolutely be inspired by this teacher.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course. The Ethan Hawke in front of the class scene where he's like helping him break out of that, and the shyness and the fear and all that. That was amazing. Amazing scene. Yeah. But this movie was okay. It was okay. It was artsy and like it was all right, but I don't know. The play looks stupid AF. I'm sorry.
Oh, Midsummer Night's a weird play.
Yeah, it's
Shakespeare,
super weird. Like,
go to
at
hell.
one point, Jordan, in the movie, that they've made 4 or 5 movies of Midsummer's Night Dream, but there's one version of the movie where Michelle Pfeiffer literally fucks Puck as a fawn. And it's like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird. I don't like it. Shakespeare,
I
go to
don't
hell.
like it.
I I put the play looks stupid AF, and honestly, I'd be pretty disappointed in my son as
Yeah.
well for being in that.
This is what was important to you. Not Caesar, nothing. You mentioned that it's been parodied. My favorite parody is the SNL one. Have you seen that?
No,
It's
I don't think I've seen the SNL one.
it's Fred Armisen plays Robin Williams, and he's getting kicked out of the class, and they do the "Oh Captain, my Captain." They say something else, but it's the same idea.
Mhm.
And they start standing up, and then the Ethan Hawke character or whatever, he stands up, and there's a ceiling fan that cuts his head off,
Oh my God.
and there's blood everywhere, and the kid's head falls in Fred Armisen's hands, and he's like, "Okay, well, I gotta go." And he,
What is it, Jordan? As you're reviewing this, and as Josh does that, I'm reminded of the mom running into the room. Is he still alive? Like he's got a
Boy,
bullet
yeah.
hole in his head.
that
Oh,
was
man.
heavy. I forgot that happened because I hadn't seen it in so long, and underacted, overacted. I don't know. The scene was heavy despite the fact that it was played strangely.
Well, because as soon as they're having that argument, he's like, "You're gonna stop acting, or you're going to military school," and he's kind of fighting, and then instantly it just like clicks. He just goes like fully submissive, docile, like, okay. I immediately out loud went, "Uh-oh." Like I knew,
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, that's that
Yeah,
point where
because
you know what's happening next.
you couldn't just like break into your dad's safe, take some money, and go to New York, right? Like you
Right.
have
Yeah.
to kill yourself
Hmm.
Yeah.
anyway.
I give this a popcorn and 2, just based on execution and all of it. It's fine,
Yeah.
but just did I enjoy this movie? I don't know if this is a movie you really like enjoy.
Mhm.
Okay,
I don't know.
sure.
I do think you remember it's made 1989, so that
Yeah.
means it was probably actually shot in 88, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of teenage angst, male angst that you can relate to as a young man, maybe not going to that school, but like being afraid to talk to girls and talking to your boys about what you would say to a girl, but you've never actually talked to a girl. Like that stuff I thought was a very real aspect of this movie. I was like that's kind of real. The Playboy in the caves.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely been
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
locker room where a guy pulls out a Playboy and you're just like, oh, naked lady.
Yeah. Or also in the cave when all of a sudden now they're all smoking pipes like cool guys. Like they're just doing all these things that they think you're supposed to do as a cool guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's or the shit you've seen your dad do, and you see your dad
Yeah.
as like this cool person. Like maybe he disciplines you, but you still think, oh, my dad's a cool person. Like that's what a cool adult does. So you imitate
Right.
what your dad does. You see that in a lot of like 19 through 22-year-old men. Is you're clearly imitating something you've seen either your father or a grown man do, because that's not something someone our age does.
Yeah. It's almost always misguided too. I've been there. I've been that guy.
One of my notes is I was so happy when the redheaded kid with the flat top gets popped.
Dude, a lot of
Yes.
the worst haircuts you've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Terrible.
what is it, Sid from Toy Story?
Yeah.
When he gets popped, I was like, yes, I forgot that kid gets exactly what he deserves. Pop
Yeah.
that kid right. He doesn't want any of us. He just wants us to flip on the teacher. I'm like, you're the worst part of American society. You, the person that will turn in innocent people to save your
Yeah.
own ass. Fuck
Yeah.
you. And then he gets popped. And I'm like, thank God. Thank God. Like, because honestly, like Josh said, no one really needs to be punished for this. Yes, it sucks. Someone killed themselves. A best friend killed themselves. But the punishment is living with not having that person in your life any longer. Like, everybody's already fucking hurting. And you saw that from Robin Williams' character as he goes in and he sobs uncontrollably at the kid. We already hurt. Why exacerbate that pain by trying to find guilt in somebody?
Right, because these types of parents,
yeah,
don't assume any responsibility. So of
Yeah.
course
Yeah.
they're gonna sue the school, and then with it being all Ivy League and that of course they're litigious and they're gonna sue them. They're gonna lose their reputation. Blah blah blah. On some level I get it, but whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
because
All right.
parents just want to be absolved of guilt. The last note
Exactly.
I want to talk about is perspective. The lesson he teaches on perspective when they all climb on the desk. Like, to me, that's such an, and Josh, you get mad at me for this a lot because you're like, just pick a side. Why are you always on the fence about shit? And I'm just like, I'm trying to view it from this perspective and this perspective and this like there's a lot
Yeah, I
of
do
different
that
thoughts
a
that
lot,
went into
yeah.
this thought process. They're not just one, and it makes it hard. Not always, obviously, as you know, like I could really lean into some shit, but a lot of times when I'm at my most annoying, it's because I'm sitting on the fence about something, trying to understand why multiple people see something that's occurred from multiple different perspectives. Like, I really want to understand that. And the way it's explained in this movie is so smooth, so fluid, that I really enjoyed that, where he's like, yeah, if I clamp on this desk, what I see is different. And I was like, it's a stupid lesson, but it's accurate. Like, it's like, yeah, you're right. If I'm looking at this from a different angle, my thought process is totally different from what I was thinking when I was on the floor. So
It's a good lesson for like, what were they? Are they supposed to be like high school age, these boys?
yeah, high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good lesson for like stupid high school boys. Like you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, oh, I never thought of that. Getting up on the desk and looking down. You know, I don't know. It makes
I
Like,
don't know,
that's the type of
Jordan,
crap-
it's a great,
yeah.
Jordan, it's a great lesson for, senior age MAGA people. But what you mean, there's alternative perspectives on things?
All
But
right. I got about 10 minutes.
yeah, I'm going to give this one a popcorn 2 as well. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm really glad we watched it. So, as you guys all know, our butter on top was Caught Stealing by Darren Aronofsky, starring Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz. They are not, I will tell you this, if you're going into this thinking that they are the stars and they stand out, it's really just Austin Butler. Austin Butler is really the person that is carrying this film. It is not Zoe Kravitz. Matt Smith, however, you know him from what is it? Dragons. Jordan, what's the full name of the show?
House of the Dragon.
House of Dragons. You know him from House of Dragons, and you know him as that awkward guy in 9 million other movies. He's been in everything as that awkward dude baking cookies or something in the background. So
Well, he's in Morbid Time.
he's just got that face too, that weird guy face, doesn't he? He's got that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was Doctor Who, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he is
Doctor
Doctor
Who,
Who.
exactly. But you actually have some really fun dialogue between Regina King and Bad Bunny as well that makes this film a lot of fun. But what I will say is, if you're interested in Caught Stealing, the dialogue is fantastic. The story is actually fun enough to keep you intrigued. It's about an hour and 47 minutes long. So if you're just looking for something with like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrel style, Layer Cake, The Gentleman, anything like that, it's a drug story. It is a drug story. And it's a lot of fun with some sports aspects mixed in. You have some self-loathing, and it comes back to that quite a bit. Like, oh, I hate myself because of these reasons. And it plays back to that. And it's almost like if you ever met somebody or felt like you had a dark cloud that just followed you around. You get that in this movie quite a bit. The funniest characters, though, the characters that I thought were hilarious and intricate to the movie, were Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber as the Jews, the Hebrew Jews. What is it? Not Hebrew. They call them the Hebrews, but they are
Orthodox.
Orthodox. The Orthodox. Jews. They were so good. And once they get introduced to the movie, you're like, this is great. Like, these two actors are amazing actors, and they're just boom, boom, like delivering lines, like line after line. And the way they're delivering it, the way they're playing off each other, the way they're getting Austin Butler involved, you're like, I love these characters. I know they're deplorable. They're terrible human beings, but these characters are so good to this movie. They carry it almost. And they're described before you meet them as the nightmare, the monsters in your nightmares.
Oh,
and
cool.
And they really are. Spoiler alert, they really are that, but the way they deliver this persona is absolutely fantastic. Austin Butler's playing a would-be Major League Baseball player that gets caught up in a terrible event that changes his entire life. And this terrible event will play through his mind, whether he be sleeping or awake, throughout the movie. So you're going to use that as a device, as a theme to carry the film. Really, it's interesting though, because where I will say this movie is flawed is, would you really immediately forgive somebody that alters your life in a way that causes you to have nobody close to you within it? Probably not. You probably would not immediately forgive that person. Like, okay, cool. I guess we're in this ride together. Awesome. That's why you did it. I
Do I
accept
get
that.
to be with Zoe Kravitz?
What's that?
Do I get to be with Zoe Kravitz?
So
Yeah, see,
you almost
I would consider.
you almost made me spoil it. However, I will say this as a man. This is just me speaking to men. This is me getting away from my persona on the show quite a bit. Zoe Kravitz is an incredible part of this movie. In the role that she plays. If you
Yes.
have a crush on Zoe Kravitz, you're not going to be disappointed with her flexibility. But
And if you don't, are you a human being? I don't care what gender you are. Come on.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. Dude.
yeah, she's fantastic. Overall, I'm going to give this movie a popcorn and 2 though. It is a popcorn and 2. Darren Aronofsky does a really good job. It is entertaining. I did not want to see this film. So it could be that I went into it with low expectations. But
Okay.
I was like, I took out my phone right at the beginning and I put it away. I was like, okay, this is a good movie. Like it's got some scenes where I'm like, this is kind of stupid, but at the same time, I'm like, but I'm invested now. You got me. I want to see where this story goes. So
Okay. That's what's up. Speaking of butter on tops, I like I said, I did the roses. I think you will like it. So if you get a chance, go watch it.
okay.
So I don't know what you've watched, Fry. I know that Jordan has watched something else.
Yeah, I watched Freaky Tales at Fry's request. This Too Short produced vehicle to have Too Short involved in something. It was all right. Yeah, it's like this anthology, kind of weird sci-fi anthology thing.
What did you think about the Bay Area aspect of this movie?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was fun. I enjoyed like that on its surface, but like nothing really makes sense. They kind of try to do like a Tarantino, like there's these like a Pulp Fiction, like there's these stories going on and they all intersect at some point. A lot of the ways that they do that is like really forced and kind of superficial. But you get a cool ska band. I never really knew what ska was. Like I had a feeling, like a vague idea, but like you get, and it's like, well, this is pretty cool. Like, I bet you it's not
cool.
I was like, I bet you it's not actually this cool in real life. Like, this is like a movie ska band.
No, ska's cool.
Ska's
it's
fun.
like it's like the jazz, the what is it, saxophone player in the Lost
No
Boys,
doubt.
right?
No doubt
You're like
started as a ska
saxophone is not this
Yeah.
cool.
Sublime.
Yeah, Sublime.
The rules
Pepper.
don't apply to Nazis, right? You punch Nazis, you spike them in the neck with a spiky arm bracelet. You do what you got to do to get those Nazis out of here, right? The Danger Zone raps, okay? The rap sequence with the Danger Zone girls, the rap battle.
Jordan,
starts
I was
off-
solidified. Before you get too deep into this, I want to hear your review. I was solidified in my appraisal that Ironheart cannot act. Like, she's just not a good actor.
She's
Ray
not. No, she's not good. The Danger Zone, that being said, she's one of the Danger Zone girls,
Mhm.
a rap group, and their raps started out rough. I was like, ooh, this is bad. This is really bad. It's embarrassing. But they brought it around for that last verse, and it was like, okay, a little bit of props to them. They went at that one. Of course, you get Marshawn cameo. What kind of movie, Oakland-based movie, would this be if you did not get Marshawn Lynch? And of course, you get Tom Hanks. Oh wait, what? You get Tom Hanks in this, right? Yes, people don't realize
I hid that
and it's
from the audience last week.
Oh,
I said there is
sorry.
an extra special cameo it's really good. Like, he's really good.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. Honestly, but I'm gonna spoil it because I'm like, I don't know if I would tell anybody to watch this movie. I don't. It's really weird. But yeah, Tom Hanks, and it's a running joke. Like, they keep reminding you, like, oh yeah, that guy, this big actor from Oakland, he used to sell hot dogs at A's games, right? Yeah, this Tom Hanks' backstory. And then like what is Cytopics though? What's the deal with that? They don't explain it. How is it connected to like the Bay Area and all that? Like I dig the Warriors references and all that, and like the Sleepy Floyd character ended up being like this rogue ninja man. Like
Awesome.
it's cool. It's cool and all, but like as
That
a
was,
movie, like
you know what that was too? That was paying homage to Enter the Dragon, the suit and everything.
was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Kareem.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It was
'Cause
cool. I don't recommend it. I don't know. I wouldn't want to watch it again. I
Okay.
don't think I'd tell people to watch it. It was like,
oh,
okay. I would tell people about this movie and I'd be like, I don't think you should watch it. I give it a popcorn,
that
honestly.
makes me sad. I really thought you would love it because of the ties to the Bay Area. And I was telling Josh on last week's
Yeah, that's
episode
cool.
that you're significantly more tied to the Bay Area than I am, though we're from the same area. You've spent more
Yeah.
time in that area than I have. And I was like, I think he's actually going to really appreciate all the Bay Area themes and do some research on what was going on in Oakland in the 80s. Like the Nazis were really in Oakland. Like there was really a lot of extortion going on with the black population and police going on. So it's really an interesting take on where Oakland came from.
Yeah, it just seemed like Too Short. I hate to say, like, if he ever watches this, he's gonna find me and fucking beat my ass. But like, he's kind
No,
of a
he's too
corny
short.
old guy now. He's kind of a
Too
corny.
Short's always been corny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
a pretty
knows.
corny old guy now, and so it's just like a corny old guy's viewing of like the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool. Okay.
Josh, where can they find the films that you watched or that you reviewed?
Oh, well, Roses is in theaters, Dan to Dan's on Netflix, and that's it for me. Drunk Classic. A little time warp here. Drunk Classic. There's a few drink links in here, I'm sure, based on who we said and what I've talked about earlier. Not Midsummer Night's Dream, but Caesar. We're going Coen Brothers, guys.
Oh,
Hail Caesar.
all right.
One of my favorite movies.
With
The
George
dialogue is stupid. Would that it were so simple. Yes, George Clooney, Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson. There's all Josh Brolin. There's so many Marvel characters in this movie. Yeah, it's just a love letter to old Hollywood. It is stupid, and oh yeah, there's a lot of communist chat. I don't know. Yeah,
There
let's
is.
check it out. It's a dumb movie where basically nothing happens again. It's a classic Josh move. That's what we're watching.
Is Margot?
I gotta
in this?
go. You guys keep it up. Love you very much.
All right, love you. Be good. We've got
Works.
Hail Caesar as a drunk classic. Jordan, what is our
we
butter
do.
on top this week?
Our butter on top. Well, we have The Conjuring Last Rites, which I do not doubt will be the box office feature of the weekend. But we also have Splitsville that we teased a couple weeks ago. That it is my mistake that there was some date mix up, but Splitsville will also be out. I think I'll try to go see both this week. I was really excited to go see Splitsville, and I was really bummed that we didn't get to see that and give you that review. But for all intents and purposes, it will be The Conjuring Last Rites.
The Conjuring Last Rites will be our butter on top. Jordan, I've only seen like 2 Conjuring films.
Okay. I've seen them. You're not really missing much. I mean, they're the first one and the first 2 are great.
Yeah.
But
It's the
I think
same
we're
as
done
my
for the last one.
it's the same as my Jigsaw relationship. Like I watched probably the first 3 Saw movies, and then like by the 4th one, I was like, I get the gist of it. Like
Yeah. There's a lot of independent movies, like comedy dramas that I've been hearing a lot of buzz about that are coming out. There's one called The Threesome with Zoe Deutsch, Twinless with Dylan O'Brien, and Pools. 3 movies that I've heard on the periphery of like these indie films. All 3 coming out this weekend. Also, we got Hamilton coming to theater. I will not be watching that in theater. That's way too long. But yeah, I love Hamilton. So.
Do you have any interest in watching any of the films I reviewed for our butter on top last week to replace Splitsville?
No.
No, you don't want to see Americana or Honey Don't?
I definitely don't want to see. No. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I think honestly you would really like Honey Don't, but we'll
Okay.
talk about that offline at the end of this episode. As always, audience, you've got our drunk classic in Hail Caesar. You've got our butter on top in the Conjuring Last Rites. We can't wait to see you at the theater. Leave us notes. Go follow our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Tell us what to watch. We're interested. There are a few of you that cannot wait to tell me what to watch. I will get to it, I promise. If you give me a long TV show, understand that's different from giving me a movie. It's going to take me longer to get to sit down and commit to 8 to 12 episodes of something, okay? But I will do my best to get to it. I love you guys from listening. I appreciate all of you, as does Jordan, as does Josh. We hope to see you at the theater. You bring the popcorn, and we got the beer.